I was born in Texarkana, Texas. Grew up in Hooks, which is a small town about 14 miles outside of Texarkana.
We were a very normal, middle-class family.
Was playing the piano and the organ at the Methodist Church there in Hooks. Decided on music as a major in college. Got my degree in music and in voice and piano from Stephen F. Austin University in Nacogdoches. That's when I went to work at Memorial Drive Methodist down in Houston. It's the third largest Methodist church in the U.S. Life was at its absolute very best at that time.
Everything seemed to be going very, very well for them. That's where the next chapter began.
My wife got sick and went in the hospital and in a very short period of time died.
She was 28 years old. They had a 3-year-old daughter at home.
I went from the absolute mountaintop to just the pits of depression in a very quick, short amount of time. A year or two later, after 2 or 3 jobs, I had gotten married during that time, and the alcohol started interfering with the home life. The divorce that came in at that point pretty well put an end to all of it. It took it all away. The music died, the joy of being around the kids died. I didn't want to be there.
I desperately wanted to go with him because he was my dad.
I didn't know where he was, didn't know where he lived, didn't know if he was on the street.
The drugs and alcohol took my life over to the point that that's all I cared about. There was a period of, I would say, 4 to 5 years of homelessness. So I was living in a cardboard box up underneath the bridge. I didn't care.
I missed him. God, I missed him. You know, I mean, he was my dad. Is this lifestyle gonna kill him? Am I ever gonna see my dad again? Am I ever gonna get my dad back?
It was a near suicide that took me out from under the bridge and put me in a hospital. At the hospital, they dried me out and cleaned me up. I had made the decision that I wanted my life back.
So he called and said, you know, I don't have anywhere else to go. Can I come home?
Her response was, sure, come on home. You won't be living here.
I had no idea what I was gonna do with him.
She found the Samaritan Inn.
This is the place he needs to be. This is the place that can do him the most good.
I found myself standing out in front of the inn. Here we go, one more time. But as it turned out, it was the last time.
We're a homeless shelter, but we're not just a place to stay and sleep and eat. We take people who have had some crisis in their life. It could be substance abuse, mental health, unemployment, and they've lost everything. And our job is to help them become independent, contributing members of the community again. Once you're here, there's lots of personal accountability. You are required to go to the classes, attend counseling, find a job, and all of those things are monitored on a regular basis. It's all about getting people back in the community.
Today's class is going to be over the most effective job search methods.
Interview skills, how to dress, the give and take of an interview, how to answer the questions, what to say, what not to say, how to carry yourself.
They have to go to financial literacy classes. We help them find employment.
The caseworkers are huge, a huge part of the program.
Somebody needs you to believe in them when they're having trouble believing in themselves.
We love them up and give them all the support and encouragement they need to take the steps that are necessary to become independent.
To have a caseworker that was constantly encouraging me, saying, there's a good guy in there, he's just sleeping. We got to wake him up. They smiled and said, good morning. You were treated with respect. You were an equal here.
The self-confidence, the self-esteem, it started coming back. The Samaritan Inn gave him the ability to be himself again.
He knows that he, as a person, has value.
Good morning. Always, always. If you need anything, dear, you call me, okay?
Larry is an amazing team member for us. He is my hospitality lead. His ability to just love on people and be excited about coming to work each day, that became obvious very quickly.
We believe in the Holy Spirit.
He contributes so much to our church.
Yay! Doing all right. What's going on?
Larry's a really great guy. He has such a servant's heart. He's a person that is more concerned about others.
The work area I'm responsible for is hospitality and greeting. A lot of people made my story happen. This is my chance now to give back and say I'm thankful and grateful for it.
There are more Larrys out there that need support and that need the resources that we offer.
Last year, we had to turn away over 3,500 qualified people because we had no room.
You want to take these people and the ones that are turned away and say, there's someplace else you can go that's like this, that can help you, that can give you your life back. But there is no place else.
We've been going strong for 31 years, but much growth anticipated, always just to meet the need. We rely solely on individuals, the faith community, and corporate community as well. But individuals are really what makes the Samaritan Inn work. We can't get by without donors. He is the whole continuum, starting at the shelter to an independent, well-loved and respected brother, employer, grandfather.
Larry is a shining example of the kind of people who come to the Samaritan Inn wanting to change, wanting to make a difference in the world.
I watched my dad become himself, and I was thrilled. I couldn't have asked for anything more.
I'm independent, I'm self-sufficient, I respect the men I see in the mirror, and I couldn't be happier with the way life is. So, yeah. Thank you, Samaritan Inn. Mission accomplished.